be able to do it on a cross bike with a cross fit is new. You know, cross has always had that, well, if I could just make it like my road bike, but not quite. That was kind of how people approached a cross fit.
Cyclocross riding is very unique, so a lot of the changes that we've made are gonna have to be taken out onto the course. And you know, with you know, cyclocross riding being as dynamic as it is, you know, we have a handling component, a lot of weight being shifted on and off the bike. So you know, I think we made a lot of good improvements on these on the athletes, and you know, they just need to go out and put the time in.
You know, I've been racing for a little while and had all sorts of, you know, physiological issues and biomechanical issues. So I'm really intrigued to see how the fitters work here at Guru, and it was impressive. You know, David, the guy I worked with, was absolutely wonderful, and I learned a lot. I'm changing my personal setup from years past in the CrossFit to a little bit longer actually than I have, and mostly because of the setback.
Yeah, I would say the biggest difference is, you know, the positions aren't too different, but typically the saddle heights are a little bit lower, just because not only because they're getting on and off the bike, and that's a little bit more useful, but the terrain will have the rider, you know, kind of getting bounced around a little bit more. And if the saddle's too high, they start to kind of miss pedal strokes. And the other, you know, front end difference would be typically a little bit shorter and a little bit taller. You know, a lot of it just for handling purposes and control of the bike and just kind of the varying terrain.
You know, you can sit on a bike and feel great, you know, you're just pedaling along, but then when you add the power, it changes. Like, you know, I felt great, and then they put up the power as if I was in a race, and then it was like, oh, this doesn't feel right. So it was really nice to feel different through, like, in different race situations. Actually, what I really liked, he told me to get off the bike, and he changed my pedal position. So that's also, like, you know, he really put a lot of time into it, and I've been riding my pedals on the wrong spot of my shoe for quite a few years now, and it feels so much better, and I never knew that.
You know, I think they responded very well, very open-minded, willing to try something different, which is always, you know, nice to work with a rider that, you know, is not so stubborn to where they can maybe accept that there's information out there that could make them better.